on the shoulders of Alexandrov, but it will be a big ask. He was 7th in qualifying. This is the most difficult routine we'll see in this final. It's worth a difficulty rating of 6.3. Wonderful catch and release. These big swings are so impressive. Oh, well, that is a shame. Real disappointment for Tang Chia-hung, whose execution score will be diminished because of that fall, but thankfully the most important thing is he's okay and he's getting back up onto that bar. Makes it this time. Sticks the landing, but he wasn't quite swinging with the same momentum once he resumed that routine. Didn't quite achieve the same flight, but it's a popular performance. The crowd offering much support to the Chinese Taipei gymnast, who will be disappointed with how that one panned out. He has absolutely nothing to prove, though. He's already got 4 gold medals this year. That could have been nasty. The angle that he landed on his right foot there, he had his right foot bent underneath the body, but thankfully he was unscathed from that fall. Well, he offers the big thumbs up to the camera, nonetheless. Doesn't look too disappointed. .366.
Representing Swiss, Marco Phil.
Significantly down on qualifying, as you'd expect. Marco Phil of Switzerland was 4th in qualification. This is the 2nd lowest ranked routine in terms of the difficulty. It's a 4.9, so you'd expect that his execution will be good. experienced athlete, Marco Phil, 26 years of age. He is a youth Olympian. He's been around and about the national team for quite some time. Absolutely nails the landing. A solid and assured performance from the Swiss. A big smile and congratulations from the coach. We've not seen him at a World Challenge Cup since copper in Slovenia in 2021. He reached the final of the horizontal bar that time, finishing in 8th. So it's certainly good to see him returning to World Challenge Cup competition. .866, that's disappointing for the Swiss. He's upped his difficulty for this final, but his score is down, and we often see that. Gymnasts will go through qualifying with a routine that is lower down on the difficulty score so they can really get those points for execution. They then raise the difficulty in the final, but as a result the execution slips. This is Victor Martinez of Belgium. 21 years of age. We haven't seen him at a World Challenge Cup since last year at Osijek in Croatia. This is his first ever World Challenge Cup final. Indeed, his first ever World Cup final, which is absolutely an achievement in itself. Some big confident swings, and just listen to the reaction from the Belgian. The Belgian absolutely delighted with his performance there, and it was confident, wasn't it? He was good going through his transitions. Well, he was 6th in qualifying with a 13.350, and surely he has bettered that score here in the final. Just look at the momentum. Great catch and release. Slick transitions through all of the elements. It's a wonderful performance from Victor Martinez of Belgium. .333, just down on qualifying, but it does get him into the silver medal position as things stand. Although it is early days, of course. This is our 4th gymnast to go now. Ivan Dijanovic of Serbia, 5th in qualification. very experienced gymnast. He's competed already this year at World Cups in Baku, in Cottbus, and in Cairo. Not actually made any of the finals in all of them. This is his first final this year. And surely he has got himself into contention for a podium place.
2-minute warm-up for the next 4 athletes.
That was a really, really impressive display on the bar. Huge swings. A great show of strength, balance and grace. Very slick and rhythmic. Ivan Dijanovic, that was an absolute joy to watch. And that takes us to the midway point of this bar final rather. Next 4 athletes currently warming up. Ivan Dijanovic was 5th in qualifying. And 2 of the athletes who finished ahead of him in qualification have already performed. We've got Slizard Zavori and Lorenzo Bonicelli, who were 2nd and 3rd in qualifying, still to come. .3. Well, he is just behind Victor Martinez with a 13.333. Agonizingly close.
Warm-up is over. Good luck.
Next up on the bar, Jordan Alexandrov of Bulgaria. He was 7th in qualifying with a 13.3. He hasn't competed at a World Challenge Cup this year. This is his first this year. Finished 7th last year in Slombathe on this apparatus. Generally makes the finals in horizontal bar or parallel bars.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing Bulgaria, Jordan Alexandrov.
He's competed at 3 World Cups this year though, in Baku, Cottbus and in Cairo, and hasn't actually made the final in all of them. So this is certainly a much improved showing for Jordan Alexandrov. He had a 5.2 difficulty rating in his qualifying. Will he add to that in the final? Two huge catches there. I almost held my breath in the first one. I wasn't entirely sure he was going to make it. It was very impressive. Big dismount, sticks the landing, and just listen to the reaction from the crowd. Carrying the hopes of the host nation. support for their athlete is so vocal. They certainly enjoyed what they saw from Jordan Alexandrov, who I'm sure has brought friends and family along here to watch him compete today. .7, he's got himself into second place as things stand. Still 3 more gymnasts to compete. Slezad Zavori was the second strongest in qualification. Still just 18 years of age from Budapest. Oh, it's a shame, the second gymnast to come off the apparatus in this final. And it was going so well up until that point. Crowd cheering him back on. Second in qualifying with a 13.6. Of course, his execution now in this final will be diminished. He's a World Junior Championships medalist in vault. Good landing from Zavori, recovers well from that fall, disappointing. But nevertheless, a very good experience for this young athlete who was competing at junior level last year. This is his World Challenge Cup debut. So it's good for these young athletes to get a feel for international competition at senior level. Compete alongside the older, more experienced gymnasts and really learn from them. And of course, Zavori is not necessarily a horizontal bar specialist, so this is all a good learning experience for him. 11.466. Well, it's disappointing because he did so well in qualifying to get that big score, the 13.6 behind Tung Chea Hung. Couldn't make it count in the final. This is Turkey's Sercan Demir, who qualified in 8th position. His difficulty was 4.8. Of course, he got through with the execution, and perhaps in this final he'll raise the difficulty level. He's 25 years of age. He is one of the more experienced gymnasts in this final. This is his first World Challenge Cup since 2022. A very solid assured performance from Demir. Penultimate athlete to go on this apparatus. Well, at the moment, it is Marco Phil who... Oh, my apologies, it is Jordan Alexandrov who leads the standings so far with a 13.7. The other two podium scores at the minute, 13.366 and 13.333. So those are the top three scores. .9 for Sercan Demir. Down on his qualifying score and not enough to challenge for one of the podium places. But what can Lorenzo Bonicelli do? The Italian who is third in qualification. He scored a 13.450, high on the difficulty with a 5.6. Haven't seen him at a World Challenge Cup in a couple of years. Last saw him in Paris. Didn't make any of those finals. He competed for his country at World Junior Championships. And he's another athlete who's successfully transitioned to senior competition.
Representing Italy, Lorenzo Bonicelli.
He made the final yesterday on the floor, finished 4th there. Can he go one better on the horizontal bar? Lorenzo Bonicelli, the last gymnast to compete this weekend. It is a shame, third athlete to come off the apparatus, but luckily he's completely unscathed. But it does mean that those scores that have already been set are most likely the ones that are going to stick in terms of the podium places, in terms of the standings for the top three. Great to hear the support of the crowd as Bonicelli gets back onto the bar. That was an absolutely perfect landing and a big smile across Bonicelli's face as he completes his routine. All went so well once he got back onto the bar. And there is a big hug waiting for him from his coach as well. So Lorenzo Bonicelli rounds out the day's action. 5 finals, 8 athletes in each final. And again, another high quality day of competition in Varna, just as we had yesterday. (11-4, 3-3 for Bonicelli. That is how the standings look then for the men's high bar. It is Jordan Alexandrov who takes the gold. Tung Chie-hung in the silver medal position, the favourite before this event.
Third place and bronze medal, representing Belgium, Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez steps up to claim the bronze medal, Belgium's first medal this weekend. Congratulations indeed to Victor Martinez. It's very close indeed between bronze and silver. Martinez with a 13.33. Tung Chie-hung claiming the silver for Chinese Taipei with 13.366. But just wait for the cheer for the gold medal. Jordan Alexandrov claiming gold for the host nation, for Bulgaria, in the final event of the day.
Second place award, President Bulgarian Federation of Artistic Gymnastics, Vice Olympic Champion Krasimir Dunev. And first place award, 1992 Barcelona Olympic High Bar Champion Grant Diman. A сега, дами и господа, моля да се изправим на крака за нашия национален химн на България.
Congratulations indeed to all our medalists from the men's high bar final. Jordan Alexandrov of Bulgaria with the gold, Tang Chia-hung silver for Chinese Taipei, and Victor Martinez with a smile a mile wide takes the bronze for Belgium.